Yes.
I'm sorry, I just got out of the shower and I am very excited today because what if I told you what we're about to show you is definitely the rarest thing we've ever shown on our channel, but also it actually may be the rarest item I've ever seen on any gaming channel or retro channel ever anywhere, not just ours, but at all. Riff, calm down, you're exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating at all. We have someone right now flying down here to meet Ricky and I with some items that they literally had to carry on with them on the plane because there's no way in heck they're taking a chance of checking that stuff in. With that said, you know there is no better way for me to start my day than by going to good old Juice It Up. I actually, like, at this point would like a sponsor. Please, Juice It Up. I literally go to you every day of my life. Saying that I'm excited for today would be the understatement of the century. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ricky's so excited. We'll get into it. Let me fuel up and we'll freaking get into this. My camera's going wild. We've made it to the promised land. I'm thirsty. What's up? How are you guys? Good. Yes, let's go. Thank you, appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, no more screwing around. Time to go see the rarest item you'll ever see on this channel and maybe anywhere in the retro scene. We've made it all the way back to my house. We're doing this at my house. All that's left to do now is wait for Ricky to arrive and for the goods to arrive.
We have a special delivery for Riff.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
I can't believe this. Insert Bid flew out just to bring Ricky and I and show us an item they recently got that is like the grail of grails. Like, in my opinion, it's whoa Nelly. So all this is from Insert Bid, the company we've been working with. They've been super awesome people. By the way, if I didn't say Insert Bid, yes, they have been a sponsor of us, but they're awesome. They are a place where you can go buy stuff online, insertbid.com, but they only sell banger items. That's it. No garbo ever. Some merch!
Yes, we got an Insert Bid hat for you.
I do like these
You guys
hats,
now have
actually.
matching hats.
So before we get into the really crazy item, they wanted to give us some gifts. How very nice of them. Ricky, we are lucky dudes. We are two wild and crazy guys. Uh-oh. Well, if this doesn't make me look like an Insert Bid simp, nothing will. What do we got here? Let's see what this is. Do I need gloves for this?
No.
Wow, I can see through this already.
Dude, that is Game Boy Pocket?
Tell me a little more about this, Abe.
So this is the Game Boy Pocket, which is also glow in the dark. They only made 2,000 units. This is highly coveted, and this is part of our personal collection. And so we brought it here to show you. This has a lot of the Japanese writing on it because that's where it originated from. This is probably the best condition one we've ever seen.
Wow.
They're extremely, extremely rare.
Do these fetch a pretty penny too? Are they pretty priced?
Extremely, yeah. We're not even sure if we're gonna ever list it.
Well, what a crazy piece to start off with. I didn't even know this thing existed.
Less than 2,000 units ever were made and sold.
Wow.
And almost everyone we've ever met has never seen one.
This is beautiful.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm always blown away with Nintendo, how they're never just like satisfied with like, here's one variant of a console we're putting out. Since the beginning, well, not the very beginning, Nintendo's been throwing out different variants and moderations to kind of keep collectors excited. They're wild like that.
So it's extremely rare, and a lot of people, like, you couldn't buy it, you just had to be awarded it, or it came through a promotion that you won.
Wow.
Yeah, really cool.
Even when I was looking online for more information about this, like I was finding Reddit posts about how rare this thing is. Apparently there was like 2,000 made from my understanding. So what a freaking cool piece that I had no idea that existed.
Next item is the Nintendo Bronze Employee Recognition Award.
Here, I definitely wanted Ricky to take the reins because when it comes to statues, that is like Ricky's thing. He knows more about this stuff than I do by a long shot.
I love the way they made these. These are heavy, bulky, beautiful. What year was this? This is for your 10 years anniversary or 5-year anniversary?
I want to say 10.
It was 10, I think it was 10. Yeah, but these are amazing. They're literally, I have the statue that matches this. It matches the big boy statue that you can buy. It's the exact
So
same
just
thing.
like the big statues, did they have a skinny version and a chubby version as well, or no?
Yeah, because I have both. So I have the big statue and I have the other one that's skinny.
I could hear Ricky talking about statues as like an ASMR thing. It is, Ricky, your soothed, silky voice talking about statues. It's a good thing.
So they have, that's the N64 era, GameCube, like that era. This is more Nintendo.
And Nintendo addicts have plenty of gadgets to fill their video appetite, including cereal, clothes, and scores of other trinkets. It's a fad that at this point knows no limit. Velma Scaife, 13 News on the Peninsula.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, we are going to go back to the podcast studio to look at the big item, the big reveal. I don't want to be in like a kitchen for that setting. I want to be like, let's go sit in a studio where history will be made. Let's go do it. I can feel the tension and stress going through my veins right now because I know that there is something cool that I'm about to look at. I have not seen it or really know what to expect, but I have an idea and it's getting to me. I have an idea of what this is, but let me start off by saying it's a one of one. There is no other out there. There's nothing floating around, so there's no way for me to be like, oh, let's compare prices or other versions of it. This is it. This is the one. So for all the people in the world who say YouTubers say rare too often, you're gonna hear it a lot today because this is the definition of rare. You know things are rare when we're taking the Mario statue and saying, hey, you're cool, but get out of the way. We got something big coming. I'm gonna put him right here, gentle. I'm gonna put the Michael Jacksons on right now. Give myself a little hee-hee, my Mickey Mouse gloves. Oh man, I'm very excited for this. So, the reveal, what is this? Let's open this puppy up, it's time. This is style guides. Basically, you know, there's this like thing that's like, I don't know, maybe it'll do good, maybe it'll be popular. It's called Pokémon. We should come up with some characters and like see how they're gonna look and what their names might be called. The Saw character just moved behind us, it's demon possessed. This is insane. I'm gonna move this over here so we have more room. Is that okay? Yes, okay, I'm putting it down. And this is style guides for, you know, a random show, nobody really cares about it yet, called Pokémon. I'm already stressed out. What's all this? So this, again, when you're looking at one of ones, I don't know what this means. Grocery drugstore, it says Kellogg's, Eggo's, Kraft. I don't know, don't ask me. But this is where I wanna look. The style guide for Pokémon, oh my gosh. I'm already getting like heart palpitations. So in the past on the show, Ricky and I have found style guides before. I admit, we found them for like things like maybe Double Dragon, the animated series. We found them for Inspector Gadget before, but we've never found it for something this intense. When it comes to the world right now, it seems like Pokemon is like the thing. Like, I'm not as big of a Pokemon guy as many people, especially even Ricky, but knowing the impact Pokemon has on the world, seeing this is absolutely insane. Here we go. Look at this. So there's this character, Ash, I guess we'll call him. Here's obviously what's gonna be early phases of him, maybe the first do you guys know, like, where in the world of Pokemon this is, like as far as like timeline might go? Man, I like this. And you should like the video. I'll give you, honestly, 10 seconds to do it, and if you do it in under 10 seconds, I'll show you Ricky's nipples later in the video.
So a lot of what this represents is the concept of all of the ideas behind the design direction, everything. And this was the presentation. And then the pages that you were looking at originally, a lot of that has to do with like the distribution partnerships that they were considering at the time. No one knew about these. No, this was a new concept. So this was kind of the early first presentation.
It's that early of it.
And you'll see some of the names weren't finalized. They were proposed names as you get into it. They were talking about even color choices that they were considering.
Stop.
Yeah, you'll see. It's
my.
a holy grail treasure trove of historic.
I mean,
Pokemon history.
Talking in the world of history of anything, Pokemon is the king of anything, right? So this is like, when you're talking of, you'd rather have this than early adaptions of Apple coming out or early adaptions of, I mean, it's the #1 thing in the world. It's crazy the impact on Pokemon right now is so big, especially recently or not too long ago, Logan Paul's card, whatever you think of that, sold for so much freaking money. Pokemon is just massive. I think for Ricky, he's geeking out a little more than I am because Pokemon, he loves freaking Pokemon. I think right now he's thinking in his head, how the heck am I even looking at this or filming this? How are we able to even touch this? We feel blessed. And what's crazy to me too is I always think of like, you know, just regular people, right? They're doing their job, they're trying to start these things, these companies. They have no idea at this point what they are starting right now. They don't know the significance of Pikachu or a Charizard.
That's exactly right.
Wow,
Yeah, and you'll see it
dude.
as you go through it, a lot of it was still open for discussion, open for finalization.
What's really great about this too is the condition is dang near perfect. Oh, look at the story. Story right there.
Yeah, they're introducing this story.
Also, another good thing about this too is not only the condition, but it's so thick. There's so much meat here.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes you'll find this stuff and be like, that's really cool. I got 4 pages of some sort of history. But this is like,
No, it's literally the entire brain of the people that wanted to create it and introducing the concept.
wow.
They were selling it to this distribution network and trying to make the case of why this was going to be something.
It's funny knowing what we all know about Pokemon now. It's wild to think there was a time when they had to like try and promote themselves to other companies. Like, hey, we promise we're going to be really cool. It's almost like when the Beatles got rejected by I think like 12 record labels, like trying to convince people to sign on with the Beatles because they're going to be cool, and people deny them, and then you think to yourself, holy crap, I denied one of the biggest bands in the world. I kind of feel like that's what I'm looking at right now with the pre-stages of Pokemon, because I'm sure a ton of these companies probably rejected them or to work with them at all. Is this like just still naming characters?
Yeah.
So he turns into him.
Okay, so we're going evolutions.
We're going evolutions.
I didn't know. I didn't know if this was going to be like, you know, names for like episodes or something. That's why I was asking.
Those are episodes.
Interesting. Yeah. And so you guys have done your due diligence. You can't find a thing.
No.
Nothing.
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 Nothing close to this. Nothing this comprehensive. You'll see it's literally working document stuff that hasn't been finalized yet. A lot of it's conceptual, and then it gets into the, you know, there's handwritten notes, there's little things. This was an active book that was being used by the creators, and this was a moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, we flip out when we find these for, you know, much. Oh yeah, look at that. Pokemon Season 3, Pokemon Season 3 episodic plot synopsis. I mean, you're talking.
Dude, anytime I see Pokemon, I get excited. This is freaking next
I mean, look
level.
at this, dude. Look at this. Just pages and pages and pages of it too. Whoa, what is this?
They hadn't figured out what the graphic was going to be like.
Wow, yeah, dude.
Ooh, Lugia, dude.
Oh my gosh, look at that, baby. Going through every one of these pages feels like a new history lesson for me. I'm sure there's many things that we're looking at that y'all already knew. I'm not gonna lie, when we were looking through this, we thought these names of the Pokemons was like the name that they were supposed to be called next to their name, but apparently this is some of their names in Japan. But one we did see that I feel like I don't think that's his name anywhere else.
Ash isn't Ash. He was originally supposed to be Casey, which is still pretty cool, but maybe because of the Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, they didn't want to like affiliate it.
Whoa, that's a crazy one. Yeah, when you see like a big character name change, like Pikachu's still Pikachu. We saw like Squirtle was Squirtle, Blastoise was Blastoise. But when you see someone as significant as freaking Ash Ketchum, I wonder if it was Casey Ketchum. This shows Ash with his name being Casey. Was that a thing anywhere? I asked ChatGPT and it said nothing about that. So Casey being Ash's name, was that what he was supposed to be called? I think so. Is he called that somewhere else and I don't know? Freaking awesome.
But believe me, I'm ready for a Pokemon.
You got Poliwhirl's Aquanaut, Aquamarine. Look, Abra is Hocus, Kadabra's Pocus, and then Alakazam stayed the same.
I want to make something very clear as well. Yes, we have worked with style guides in the past, and we know a decent amount about style guides and what they do and their value. With this Pokemon one, we don't. I don't know. There's nothing like online about it anywhere, so I don't know when this is made, the year it was made, who did it, who had it, how. I don't know the inner workings. We're just getting the pleasure of being able to show it and show what they found and present it to the world. Pretty cool. It's not pretty cool. That's really cool. Ooh, look at that.
Who's that Pokemon? Who is it?
One of the biggest treats for me in this is just seeing Ricky get to look at this stuff as well. Knowing Ricky's love for Pokemon that he's always professed on this channel. I mean, he is truly geeking out. I mean, the camera's not catching it because he's actually filming me. He didn't want to touch it as much as I did. He's like, I'm scared to touch that stuff. But I was like, I want to flip through it. So Ricky is just geeking out the whole time. It's awesome. And now this is going into elements right here. This is the boring work almost. Like this is the stuff that, you know, when you're in the office, you got stuck with this job. It doesn't look like you're naming people. It looks like you're making spreadsheets.
I love it. They didn't, like, there's just extra columns.
I'm not fixing that. Yeah, this, I mean, you can just see the names of everybody Dragonite. Is it telling you what these layers are? Oh yeah, there you go. Inches, feet, pounds. So this is like their weight and height and everything.
Yeah.
And the
their
type.
stats.
The stats.
It's their stats.
Straight up stats, bro. This is cool. This is cool to see all the early stats laid out because Pokemon is all about stats. It's interesting to think too, someone's job was literally this, like who's the person who had to sit there and come up with every stat for every character?
Nobody knows every Pokemon. Who weighs more, Metapod or Pidgeotto? Pidgeotto by 44 pounds.
And this is for, I wonder how many. Let's see, we're on, this goes all the way down to 251. I think the hardest part would be figuring out balance. Like you don't have ChatGPT to ask like, hey, can you make sure this is balanced? Like you're trying to put together stats of everyone and make sure that it doesn't make anybody too insanely crazy that dominates anyone else. Or at least that's what I think the challenge would be. This is just super cool, y'all. Pokemon logo blue. Oh, so that is what I like. Right there. That's what I like.
Yeah.
You have this. All right, boss. What are we doing with this coloring book? You know, what color? I mean, it's just funny to think like, imagine if they didn't go with what they did, right? What if the Pokemon logo was neon green and orange?
Could have been a fork in the road. It could have gone this way or that way. It could have named this way or that way.
And it's as simple as a freaking handwritten note. And this one is, this is not a copy either. This is a straight up handwritten, like not a copy of handwriting.
This is a moment in time. It's like they froze it right at that level of decision making, and like it's like they paused the document.
Color callouts are massive for branding, and I'm talking any brand. Can you imagine any of your most known brands, what they would look like in different colorways? Would it have stuck as much? Imagine Nickelodeon, right? Not having the colors that it does, or Cartoon Network with their signature look. This kind of stuff is stuff that your brains are used to seeing for the rest of your life, and part of, I feel like, what made these companies so iconic. I love it so much. Yeah, calling out belt buckle is gonna be a certain color. Those are probably the colors is my guess. Those letters, that's my guess. I'm not exactly sure. Red circle on shoe, blue stripe on shoe. I love it. Whoa, for all of them. So really cool to see the original callouts just like taking place and the inner workings within it. This is big history. Oh my gosh. And I mean, it's just so detailed and so clean. It's really nice to see the condition of this thing being so clean. Again, I don't know who owned this or how it got to here or which ones are copies or which are originals. I don't know. I am not an expert in that field, but I will say seeing it in this condition is so nice because as someone who owned it back in the day, whoever owned it, you never know if they were going to take it home and spill coffee on it or their kids got a hold of it and drew on it or decided to color in some pages. So it's really nice. But I don't know if I'll be able to win this one. This is one where I have a feeling...
I think a lot of people are going to be blown away when it goes live.
Pokemon guidelines. Pokemon is always singular regardless of number of monsters referred to. Interesting. Do not use game art or card art for licensed merchandise.
Look at those Pikachu. Ah, it makes sense.
I have no idea why, but I am loving these pages the most. All Pokemon are unisex. Wow, this is like almost like when you're entering a club and they're like, here's the rules.
Right.
Like this is like your fight club right here.
Yeah, right.
Pokemon logo must be on all products. Interesting. Brand marketing guys already working. Like you don't put anything out unless our logo's on there. Pokemon logo must be associated with character. The Pokemon character number must appear next to the character name on all packaging. Pikachu is never in a ball. He can sit on top of a ball, but never in a ball. Animation only. Wow.
He's just having a ball.
These guidelines are so forward thinking within brands and so crucial for brands because when something new is being created, it might be so easy for someone in the company to take maybe their own direction with simple things. They're not trying to maybe change anything too much, but let's say on the cover of a Pokemon card, they decide to show Pikachu from a certain angle and Pokemon is like, no, we don't want him at that angles. They just have all these rules laid out that I think is super important to make sure that branding stays consistent. Look at this. Do not use manga or anime when referring to comics or animation. That's interesting to me. That's an interesting statement.
Wow.
Only 2 vines can come out of Bulbasaur and Ivysaur and Venusaur's body. Do not use side poses of characters. Remember that one later. No side poses. Remember that. Pokemon catchphrases. I choose you. There's the big one. Thundershock. Now. Wow. Gotta catch them all. You know, Pokeball Go. Wow, their catchphrases, and they're smart. Keep the catchphrases short so they're memorable, you know?
Dude, Team Rocket's motto is where it's at.
Where is it?
Let's go. To protect the world from devastation.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
To protect the world from devastation.
For grocery and drugstores, oh, wow, they wanted to work with Colgate. What
Right.
the frick?
Right.
Dude, you know Colgate's hot, bro. That's the place to work with. Hasbro, Tiger, Trendmaster, Rose Art, Wizard of the Coast, Topps. Scholastic, yep, which we did. Weren't they through Scholastic? Is that who their books were through? Golden Books, that's the little readable books, the little
I
babies.
have a Colgate toothbrush by them. It's a Pikachu one.
Wow, stationary luggage. I mean, this is them going, hope this thing goes well. We got a lot of things we can market with. Again, thinking back of how Pokemon was trying to work with these companies, if these companies only knew, right? They get an email from this company called Pokemon and they're like, maybe we want to work with them. Imagine if they knew now how big Pokemon was going to be. They would be begging, crawling, screaming, please work with us, Pokemon. Warner Home Video. Okay, here we go, movies.
Yeah.
Cherry Line Music.
And it's funny, it
Cherry
has the point of contact, their phone number, like everything's.
Let's give them a call.
Yeah, see what-
You
see
still
what-
interested in working with Pokemon?
Let's just start cold calling. Hey.
Yeah, it's like the people who see if they denied them.
Right.
Here we go. There's the big one, baby. Nintendo of America.
That's it. Publishing.
Toy Biz. Those are still good.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it, dude.
And faxes.
You know the worst part about wearing gloves? Trying to open a folder. What's all this?
Email correspondence.
Some requests from creators regarding product submissions. When licenses submit pictures, their sculpts the pictures have to be taken straight. Wow, this is great. So this is, email correspondence from those companies basically being like, that was great, but we need a different angle on Pikachu. We can't see him properly. See? Kyoko Grant and Cammy, you didn't follow the guidelines. They took pictures from the sides. We read earlier only from the front. I find it hilarious that we just recently saw some orders from Pokemon not to show side poses of characters, and then now we see this basically being like, we told you, don't show side poses. You got to fix this. Movie 3 short character list for the Pikachu movie 2000. Look, you can even see they had a list and then they probably went through again and were like, we want these ones. Or maybe these were the ones to take off and not use. Oh, here we go. This is Nintendo of America. Based on my discussions with Show Pro last week, below is the promotional plan we agreed to in order to help facilitate the approval process. Wow, even just like this, dude. Even just this. Like, look, you see NOA, obviously Nintendo of America, but just like even finding correspondence, like internal stuff. Right now, I'm reading internal emails like with Nintendo of America and Pokemon working together in the early stages. That's absolutely crazy. This stuff was meant for just them, but now it's out, and it's just crazy that we're seeing this stuff. You don't, where, when, how, why do you end up seeing this stuff? We're seeing it now. Frick, that's cool. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. This was just a really cool experience. This is stuff you don't get to do every day in life. I'm so blessed that we're able to even showcase this. Thanks, Insert Bid, for trusting us to look at this stuff. I don't know how you chose Ricky and I, the world's biggest idiots, to do this with you guys, but we really appreciate it. That was so fun to dig through, and what a journey. Holy cow. You never know what you're gonna freaking see out in the world and what's gonna get discovered. This is why I freaking love this hobby.